If your inverter trips off at night, watch this video. Good day everyone. Please, I need a solution to this. I have a 5 kVA inverter, 4 batteries, 12 volts connected in series, and 10 pieces of 250 watt panel plus extra 4 pieces of 150 watt panel. But I keep on getting the beep sounds indicating battery low once the sun is down. And my house load is just 250 watts. Please, what's the issue? So first of all, you have different types of panel. You have a 12 volt panel and you have a 24 volt panel, which is a very wrong notion when you are trying to install a solar system. You don't use contradicting panel voltage, right? So let's see what people are saying on Facebook. Now, Oluwafemi Odugbeson said, I would advise that you get a more experienced installer. In the meantime, check that your inverter is communicating with the tubular batteries, because the settings might be for lithium batteries, and also confirm the array configuration of your solar panel. Once again, get a professional, because your setup is a disaster waiting to happen, right? So Oben Mantiba said, there's one dead battery. Check voltage of each battery first. Now, I don't know if this person is an installer or just the end user. But then, if he's an end user, I think he won't be able to answer some questions. For example, Daniel Ose said, how was the PV connected? And the person said in series. That means the person might be an installer actually, because I don't think an end user would understand what a series or parallel connection is. Right. So said first, Adeni Joseph said first, remove 150 watt panel, sell it, get another 250 watt. I hope panels are connected in series, but you are not giving information about the panel setup and inverter spec. These are real live circumstances, right? And then you are supposed to provide adequate information so that people can help you. Now, this is similar to the title of this video, which is, why do inverter go off at night? The basic reason why this happens is very simple. You see, people tend to assume you can use the same number of load throughout the day. Remember, you're not using grid, you are using solar, which means from 4:30 p.m. your system is already running on batteries. It is no longer running via solar any longer, because at that time the sun has gone down. So the best way to use solar panel this way is, immediately the sun goes down, reduce your load. If you have about 3000 watts running, drop it down to 1000 watts. If you have a 2 battery system, for example, and then you are running your TV, fan, like basically maybe you're running 3 fans. You've been running 3 fans since morning. Once it gets to 4, reduce your load. Maybe use 1 fan at a time, turn off the other fans. Do you understand? It helps that way. Now, Titus Coast Odize said, Circle hybrid inverters need panel with high voltage connected in series. This is right, but all hybrid inverters also need panel connected in series, right? One more thing, it said, my CWatt 6.2 kVA is working perfectly. Your panels are small and in no condition would you use irregular panel watt. Go for the same panel watt. Your battery is suspected as well. Now let us see if we can detect the kind of battery this person is using. I think this battery is I can't really see the name of the battery, but the way the installation is, you know that there's a problem. There's a problem. Now, this is what I tell people. Not everybody is qualified to be an installer. How would you have this kind of system and you expect it to perform well? See, batteries are connected anyhow, and then see this battery cable is not even properly sized. How will you be using a 48 volt system and you have cables of this length? It is too small. It will not work. It will not. It's just like a disaster waiting to happen, right? So let's take 2 more comments. Another user said, first, remove that 150-watt panel. I get buyer if you want sell, make them no just dig ground. Then check the battery voltage one after the other. If they are giving you a good voltage, try to get an external charge controller to see if the inverter that is not charged, if it is the inverter that is not charging the battery. Now, mind you, if you are using a solar panel, you have no business with your inverter charging your battery. All you need to be concerned about is your panel charging your batteries. So if your panels are charging your batteries efficiently, then you would not have this issue, and you would not have this issue, right? You would not have this issue. So Emphatic Sage said, how do you guys keep connecting panels with different rating together? This is what I advise people. If you have panels of different rating, get a separate charge controller for them. Get a separate charge controller for them. You see, I've rejected lots of jobs like this because I said, oh, they need 2 charge controllers, and they're like, no, somebody else said it will work. And I'll tell them, okay, somebody else said it will work. Give it to the person. At the end of the day, some might have problems, some might not, because the way we use our systems are different, right? So in conclusion, for issues like this, use a good technician for your jobs. We cannot be having jobs like this. We cannot be having jobs like this. This is the 21st century, for crying out loud. And then second of all, if you are to use solar panels of different watts, then use 2 separate charge controllers. Now, since the inverter is already a hybrid inverter, you can connect the 8 pieces of 250 watts in series to the inverter. Then get a smaller charge controller to handle your 150-watt panel. You would have peace of mind with that. And also, this is 2026. Let us endeavor to start using lithium batteries. Lithium batteries saves you so many stress, because if one of those tubular batteries is bad, you might not quickly detect which of the batteries is bad, which might cause these kinds of faults. So it's better you use a lithium battery, or if you are not going to use a lithium battery, then use a very good battery with recommendations from people. Most times before I buy items, I go on and check, okay, people's review and all these things. It also helps. Thank you.